As far back as whenever this was, humans have had a natural urge to collect stuff. It's what we're good at. It's what we do. And today, you can collect sports memorabilia, jewelry, art, or bambi ashtrays. Ash on your favorite Disney characters. The important thing is that it has meaning to you. For me, it's Disney memorabilia. You see right now, I'm actually wearing an authentic Haunted Mansion cast member uniform I won at auction. Now, what if I told you I'd found the largest privately owned Disney-themed collection in existence, and a very prestigious auction house is putting it all up for sale in an incredible and unprecedented 3-day auction in the hopes of making millions? On this show, there will be excitement. Oh my God, 55. Bidding wars, huge wins, laughter, and this emotional human connection that we have to these things. In a word,
magical.
Magical. Magical.
Magical.
Completely magical.
Very expensive.
Well, not all of it. Because this season, we're gonna watch what happens when all of this amazing Disney collection goes up for auction.
Give me 25, 25, give me 20, 25, 25, 30. Do I hear 35? Got it, 35, 35, 40, and a 40, and a 40. All good. Let's put another item
So, Disneyland! We all know it. We all love it. First opened in 1955, today there are now 6 dazzling Disney parks placed around the world. Tokyo, Paris, Shanghai, Hong Kong, and the ever-exotic Orlando, Florida. But why do they mean so much to so many people?
Going to Disneyland from where we lived, coming down, I think it was the 5 freeway, you would see the Matterhorn, and that was a big game that we would play. First one to see the Matterhorn.
So I do call Disney my happy place.
It's my happy place as well.
It's a good place to be.
As a kid experiencing Disneyland, it became such a big part of my life, and I could see that happening with my kids, and I wanted them to have that experience because I knew what it was like.
But luckily, a little of that Disney magic can come back home with us. In fact, I'm about to meet with 2 Disney auction house power players, arguably the most important people on this whole show. Mike and Janeen Van Eaton. Oh my God.
Hi, Chris.
And as an avid collector of Disney memorabilia myself, the Van Eatons and I go way back to me giving them money for things.
Nice to see you.
In fact, their gallery is one of the most respected auction houses in the country, and their collection is absolutely incredible. The magic began 29 years ago in more ways than one.
We got married and then opened up a gallery right after we got married. We like to pretend we're not married, though.
And bars and stuff like that.
Yeah. We go to so many bars, yeah.
Well, one thing they can't pretend is all of the paintings, prints, props, and other pop art housed in their gallery. So much, in fact, they recently outgrew it, a problem they will most likely repeat. Because Mike and Janeen are always on the lookout for more stuff.
So I'm headed to Calabasas, California, and I'm going to meet Janeen there to look at a collection of what I believe is Hollywood memorabilia. It's just part of our business that we get calls all the time. You know, I have this, or I got this from my parents, I'm wondering what it is. And so we sort of feel them out, and we hope for the best. Sometimes we get some great stuff, sometimes we get nothing.
I visited the Lone Ranger set. He gave me these silver bullets.
That's amazing.
That were a prop.
But while this haul may be small, the Van Eatons recently teamed up with a serious collector named Joel McGee, a mystery man from Sioux City, Iowa, who spent the last 25 years and a lot of money amassing a monstrous Disneyland collection that, by the way, is already too big for their sizable 13,000 square foot gallery.
We've been working on a project. I think you'll like it a lot.
I would love to see that.
We're preparing for one of the largest auctions we've ever done.
This one just happens to be a special collection because it's the world's largest Disney collection.
It took us 3 truckloads to get it from his place to our storage, and that was just part of it.
In Joel's collection, we have like thousands of items, a huge volume of things, more than I think I've had to deal with in the entire time I've been working here.
And now it's overflowing out the back door. Should we maybe
Come on,
look
let's
at
go
some
this way. I'll
things?
show you some stuff.
Are things unpacked yet?
Yeah, some of it. There's a little bit here and there.
Can I have everything that's in this case?
You can have 3 of those.
That's on camera. How much of the collection is this?
Well, well, see these posters on the wall?
Yeah.
There's another 50 of those.
Oh, the posters are all part of it. I just thought
50.
they
Yeah,
were...
oh yeah.
Oh my God. These mid-century masterpieces are craftily hand silkscreened, one color at a time, over the course of several days. In fact, many of these posters, including the Fritos branded varieties, are known to have only a few in existence. Which means these bad boys could go for upwards of 30 grand.
And we're not talking about Disney dollars.
Very rare Casa de Fritos poster. Let's go now. Everybody get 10,000. 15's bid, 16,000. Lot of interest here, folks. Now 22.5.
I mean, you can see these are basically every major attraction at Disneyland.
Yes, for sure.
Pirates Mansion, Tom Sawyer Island.
And these posters are just the tip of the Matterhorn. Huh? See what I did there? Okay.
Is this actual use from the Mark Twain on the
actually
riverboat?
from the Mark Twain on the riverboat. Yeah, the great thing about Disneyland, they see something getting worn out, they replace it. They keep it fresh. People always ask me, how could this have gotten out? And it's exactly that. They either threw it away, they gave it to the employees, and thank goodness those people saved it.
Or they sell them off by way of Disney's coveted Company D stores.
What's the Small World stuff? This is like classic Mary Blair and Rolly Crump.
Rolly Crump. Both designers, both were animators to begin with. Both the people he wanted said, I want you to be an Imagineer. And one of the things they worked on was Small World. This is actually his model that he would have presented to Walt. You know,
this is the actual one that Rolly presented to Walt?
This is the actual model.
We shouldn't even be standing, you shouldn't even be breathing on it.
Before Small World hit the big time, did you know it began as a rush job for the 1964 World's Fair? Yep, PepsiCo gave Disney less than a year to deliver a top-notch exhibit, which would normally have landed in a dumpster when the fair was finished, but always thinking ahead. Walt decided to dismantle the display and brought the whole thing back to Disneyland. See? Walt was a collector himself. And just like that, Disneyland essentially got a brand spanking new ride for nearly free. And that cheerful, oh-so-familiar song is still going on and on, some 65 years later. And thanks to Mary and Rolly's brilliant concepts, the Small World facade got a fresh new California facelift. Gorgeous. Both of these one-of-a-kind historical pieces are sure to bring in big bids when they go up for auction.
Here's a Small World facade model, $18,000. Anybody else at 19? 18 at 19, get 20,000 on the bid.
I even see that you have a stretch portrait over here. So I have two of these, both of which I bought from your auctions. I don't have this one, so I'm very interested in it.
And apparently I'm not the only one, because all four of the highly prized Haunted Mansion stretch portraits, originally designed by Disney legendary animator Mark Davis, usually sell for extremely scary amounts. Thank you, Talking Dead.
One of the ones that I bought from you had not been put in the frame yet. It had been painted, and it actually has the outline, and it says cut on it, because that's where it was supposed to be cut.
Right.
And that's one of the things that scare me about having it framed, is I don't want a framer to go, oh, it says to cut this.
Yeah, exactly. That's
like, no, that was part of the, no. You know. All right, so what else do we have in the back?
Let me show you in the back, man.
Okay, great.
Well, as the ghost host says, there's no turning back now. Well, I mean, I guess you can, but then you'd miss a lot of cool stuff. The Van Eaton Gallery space is decked to the nines in Disney delights. Any one of the auction items we've seen so far would make a Mouseketeer's hat spin. But it's a pretty safe bet. The surprises are just getting started.
Come on back. Yeah, again, there's a lot of stuff here. We're sorting through it, trying to make some big decisions, you know, and it's just a little bit of everything.
So this looks like a trolley.
It is. It's a trolley sign. Great thing about Disneyland, you know, something gets a little scratched up, they replace it, right?
For me, as a collector, I like all these marks because they're part of the story of the history of it.
It makes it feel like it was there.
This lived in the park, and that's what makes it special.
I love that about these. I'm the same way with that stuff. What I like about Chris Hardwick is that he has a great passion for collecting, and he gets that collecting mentality. The love for something that brings you nostalgia or brings you a memory. For him, it's Haunted Mansion. For other people, it's something else, but he'll understand it across the board. He gets it. And it's great to have somebody like that around that really gets what's going on. And then, of course, we have all of this as part of this collection. Again, part of this sorting process, we have like a week or 2 weeks to do now because we're actually building the catalog.
What is in all of these? Do you have any idea?
You know, I honestly don't.
Everywhere you look, it's a plethora of park outfits and boxes upon boxes. And a lot of stuff with this guy on it.
Let's see what's in lot 33.
Yeah, exactly.
Crate 33!
Okay, so a lot of what's in this, this is exactly the stuff I actually like. I collect a lot of this stuff. You know, these are smaller pieces, souvenirs of the park, things you would have purchased at the Emporium. And this is a great piece, a TV tray.
Back in the 1900s, that's how we ate dinner.
That's how we ate dinner.
We had to eat dinner as a family on metal trays. Is this the entirety of the auction stuff?
This isn't even close.
That's right!
Da, 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 da!
Because amazing ride cars and ride props galore still await us.
Take a peek.
But trust me, you don't want to skip ahead.
Can I? It's okay to touch
Absolutely, absolutely.
this? Oh my gosh.
A goofy head.
This is an actual. Is this from the original park?
Sometimes you'll get a piece that may not be what you think it is. And just what you did is, first time you look at this, you go, oh my God, it's a goofy head from the park, you know? But once you get into it, once you start to vet it, which is part of the process we have to do, you realize this isn't a goofy head from the park. Yeah, well, this is actually a fan-made piece.
Oh, well, it's still really cool.
It is really cool, and it really does have value, too. You know, I mean, fan-made stuff is actually really, really cool. Kind of
Well...
Like yeah, exactly.
We'll see what makes a real deal goofy head so great later on. Right now, there are way more goodies to gander at.
Here's another thing that's very collectible are the employee patches.
A lot of times I recommend, like, you know, displaying stuff, but a patch, I sort of feel like, hey, you know, that can go on something. You can put that on your jacket. You said this is just a small piece of everything. Where's the large piece of everything?
We have a warehouse. We have 2 warehouses right now of just Joel's items. They're pretty incredible. I mean, if you want to go there, I can take you there, but it's a mess.
You think I care about that? That there's a mess?
I'm just letting you know.
It's a mess of awesomeness.
It's a work in progress, so to speak.
Well, let's go see your magically messy warehouse.
I love it. Let's go, man.
All right.
You got it.
After you.
Thank you.
Let's go to a warehouse full of stuff.
From the outside, this warehouse looks like a convenient place for Mike to murder me. But never judge a book by its cover, unless it's a book about murder. And behind door number 1,
oh my God, right out of the gate!
Murder! I knew it.
The warehouse! Oh my God!
Now, these are actually from Florida, the great movie ride. They had a horror section that you would go through, and these mummies were laid out all over, and a few of them would come alive and start to move.
Really spectacular. I mean, I see a ride car.
Oh, yeah, not only a ride car, a trash can.
There's a trash can that's probably gonna sell for thousands of dollars.
Thousands of dollars.
Everywhere you look in here, it's one museum quality piece after another. Hey, get up, you, break's over. From Big Thunder Mountain to Toy Story, I want to unwrap everything.
I only need to see the bottom of what's under that tarp. Is this an old Skyway car?
This is an old Skyway car. Well, here's what you have to know about Joel's collection. Joel didn't just collect. He liked to build an elaborate display.
So for the kids watching, back in the 1900s, your parents used to get in on one side of the Disneyland park in a sky car that through the magic of a cable system would carry us to the other side of the park. Never would you drop loogies on the people below you. That would be wrong.
I don't know if you can help me. I can pull this down, but
you know I will.
I've just peeked at this. I haven't seen it.
The Skyway! Get out of here! Sick of you.
There you go. Look at that. Amazing. So this is something you could put in your backyard if you wanted to.
You really could, and
Yeah,
only 1,000 rats have pooped in it. It's, they're Mickey droppings.
That's,
hey, you gotta go somewhere. Come on, guys.
TMI? Well, that's probably our cue to move on. What else is covered in mouse poop and dust? I mean, fairy dust and Disney magic.
Da 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 da!
Yes.
The most recognizable. One of these went for like 300 grand a couple of years ago.
Yep. Yes.
The Dumbo ride car.
Any Disneyland fanatic worth their deep-fried elephant ears will easily recognize this little guy. Originally taking flight in 1955, every Disney park from Paris to Tokyo has a variation of the flying elephant ride. But did you know the 1941 Dumbo film single-handedly helped save the company from taking a nosedive? Yep. Despite Snow White's success in 1937, 1940's Pinocchio and Fantasia lost enough money at the box office to put the already over-leveraged studio in peril. So in a mad dash to raise more cash, Disney pushed the more expensive Bambi production and its future ashtrays on the back burner and nudged the dirt-cheap Dumbo film into the center ring of the box office big top. Thanks to a sentimental story and a ton of cut corners, this plucky gray pachyderm helped keep Disney afloat. And speaking of peanuts, one lucky bidder will need to cough up quite a few if they want to put this show-stopping museum piece in their living room. Or wherever you put a flying elephant chair.
This is Dumbo.
55. We have 55.
These 110, the higher 120, gold 99, 190, 90, 90.
More stuff, more stuff, more stuff.
Oh my God, is this the control panel for the
Come on.
ride? Sorry. I know I'm not.
This will never
Oh,
air.
yes, it will.
So this is the control panel for the Right. So, and what's great, it gets better. So Joel built everything. This is the actual control panel. He built everything around it, hit a button.
Playful spooks have interrupted our tour.
That's what happens when the ride breaks down.
Exactly.
All is meaningful. Oh, I see. This is definitely a Space Mountain ride car.
Absolutely.
One of the most famous ride cars.
Great attraction.
Like, this is the biggest piece of the auction. Is this everything?
You know, you would think it was, but we actually have another warehouse next door.
You have got to be kidding me.
You'll love it.
All right.
All right. Come this way.
I can't believe there's more stuff.
Yeah, it's frightening.
This is a bigger warehouse.
Yes, it is. Let me know if anything strikes your fancy.
How is it that every room you take me into, you go, but wait, and then there's a bigger thing? I see you have another Main Street Electrical Parade
that's
sign.
a smaller version of that.
I feel a bit. I'm like, what? Come on, no, what? Mike Van Eaton.
Out of the gates, we've seen some absolutely bonkers Disneyland collectibles.
Da 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 da!
But, as expected,
we actually have another warehouse.
Mike just blew my mind again.
This is a bigger warehouse.
Yes, it is.
What? Come on, no, what? No!
Yes.
No! Is this the actual?
Yes. Do you know any Haunted Mansion fans? Because
present. This is a ghost will follow you home.
These are 3 of those ghosts.
Isn't it? What's so remarkable to me about the engineering and the special effects of a ride like Haunted Mansion is that now we're spoiled with like amazing computer graphics and AI and simulation, everything. There's just mirrors. They just cleverly used mirrors.
Beautiful simplicity, and these are just amazing pieces. And again, here's Joel building this beautiful display for them. It has a roof and everything like that. And when you plug it in, they start to move. It's incredible.
Mike, come on. Listen, I'm sorry. I know this is probably not something I should do for television because we're trying to make a show.
Yeah, right.
And they all followed me home. His head's a little... I think I know how this one died.
Yeah, exactly.
I think I know how this guy died. It's like everything about this is fantastic.
Yeah. Come this way, man. I'll show you some more stuff. I mean, amazing stuff.
See you later.
Bye.
Oh my gosh! This is a ride control car from Monorail.
This is the Monorail captain's car. Yes, absolutely. This is the ride control from the Monorail. This is his chair.
Hold on!
And again, you plug it in, it plays the soundtrack for the ride, lights up, everything. It's just an incredible piece.
Attention Disneyland riders, hold on to your butts! This is why I was never allowed to drive the monorail.
Exactly.
Mike, it's 1,000 degrees in here. I'm sweating buckets and I don't even care.
One more piece.
How are you feeling right now, by the way, knowing that your auction's...
Thanks, you know, showing this stuff to you, I'm so stressed now. I get, every time we look at something, I go, oh no.
Oh, you'll be fine.
I forgot we had that. I don't know how I'm gonna do this.
Michael's very creative, and that's his strong suit in the whole picture of everything, is that he has the vision, and the rest of us have the other parts of the vision.
And I realize
and we
that
do
too.
love what we do.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we wouldn't be doing it.
Take a look at it, man. This is an amazing piece. There you go.
Oh, Mike.
Yes.
What?
There you go. You got it.
Woo. Mike, where was this in the park?
This was parked on Main Street. It was designed by Bob Gurr, who designed almost every car in the park.
And Mike isn't just tooting Bob's Model T horn. Because if it went vroom vroom in Disneyland in the early days of the park, there's a good chance Walt Disney's right-hand man and Imagineer extraordinaire, Bob Gurr, thought it up. And if that wasn't enough, he was also the brains behind the Haunted Mansion's Doom Buggies, the Autopia Autos, and who could forget your chiropractor's favorite, Matterhorn bobsleds, which I think should henceforth be known as Gurr sleds. Although now he's long retired, at 91 years young, he's the last living original Disney Imagineer left.
Yeah, it had to be as good as I could get it.
And this truck just wouldn't be stunning without him, probably because he helped restore it. And while Bob may be a priceless treasure, I'd say this truck is just about big enough to carry all the money you'll need to buy it.
55,000, 55 of them got it. Now $80,000, gonna be 80,000.
Yep.
And 99, 100,000. One of them over here, yes. I got 100, 110.
I think one of the most impressive things about this collection is just the tremendous amount of care that has gone into the presentation of all the pieces and making sure that they're shown in a way that feels like it's part of the park. So Joel, the guy who has this collection, I feel like maybe we should go meet him.
You have to. You're
Stop
rude.
talking! With no time to waste, I fly straight from SoCal to meet up with Joel in Sioux City, Iowa. First up, the airport gift shop for some hilarious local humor. Sucks. Next, I mistakenly drive across multiple state lines before the crew and I celebrate our safe arrival with some steaks and the pretzel the size of a Dumbo elephant car. The only thing left to do now is to go meet the man himself. Hey, look, more show kinda.
I mean, hang on.
I'm going with you.
Here's people who made the show and some outtakes.
Mike,
Yo.
after everything I've seen, I just gotta say,
Oh, I already know where you're going.
big fan.
Big fan.
Big fan.
Yeah. Thank you, man.